Let's learn about how to navigate the pages in a case opinion. We're going to use the case of In Re Jesus O, which is a California Supreme Court case. If you want to follow along with your own copy, the case is on Brightspace. You'll know you have the right case if you have found one that is 9 pages long. It is the majority opinion. It also includes a dissent, and it starts at the top with a reference to In Re Jesus O 40 Cal 4th 859 2007. So start there, page 1, top left-hand corner, and you should see that citation. Again, that's 40 Cal 4th 859 2007. That single citation at the very top on the upper left-hand corner is not the correct citation format. Instead, the correct citation format can be done 2 different ways under either the California Style Manual or the ALWD Blue Book rule. And under either of those style manuals, this citation needs a little alteration. Under the Allwood or Blue Book, the case name needs to be italicized. Otherwise, it's fairly correct. The California Style Manual makes a couple other changes. The entire citation is in parentheses. There's no comma after the case name. But like Allwood or Blue Book, it also puts the case name in italics. So with those minor corrections, we can actually take that top of the left-hand corner on the first page and make that into a correct citation format. We're actually going to learn both in this class, California Style Manual and the ALWD or Blue Book Style Manual. And we're going to use both because both are used in California. California Style Manual is common in California state courts. ALWD or Blue Book is common in the federal courts in California. We're going to be using citations to the Cal site. So you'll see up at the top there's some other choices. We're going to use that 40 Cal 4th 859 site. But if you look underneath it, you'll see a 152 P 3rd 1100. That's a citation to the same case in the Pacific Reporter. The exact same case, the exact same words, but in a different location. Also next to that, you will see 55 Cal Reporter 3rd 523. Yet another location where you can find this exact case in the Cal Reporter at that location, volume 55, page 523. And the last one, 07 Cal Daily Op Service, stands for California Daily Opinion Service, which is another temporary location, usually daily or electronic, where lawyers could find the cases. And when this first came out in 2007, that might have been the only place you could find it at first. But now this case can be found in all 4 of those locations: the Cal, the Pacific, the Cal Reporter, or the Daily Opinion Service. For our purposes and memo writing and objective writing and email writing, we're going to use the Cal 4th official citation. In your full citations to this case, you need 2 different page numbers. You need both the first page and what's called the pinpoint or the jump site. And the first page is easy to find. When we look at the upper left-hand corner on page 1 of the case, on the Cal 4th version, the first page is 859. In the Pacific Reporter, the first page is 1100. In the Cal Reporter, the first page is 523. Now, to figure out what page you're actually going to be using, we need to look at a specific example. And the page you're actually citing to in a case is called either a pinpoint site or a jump site. Those mean the same thing. Different lawyers use different phrases. But either a pinpoint or a jump site is important because you need to tell the court exactly where to find what you're using. So let's take an example by going to page 4 and 5 in the case. So if you've printed it out, this is page 4 and page 5 of the case. And you'll know you're on the right page if at the top of page 4, it starts with the word victim's person. And the bottom of page 5, the last paragraph ends with the juvenile also argues. If you have those 2 pages, you're in the right place to find our example. And you'll see that there are page numbers on both of these pages that correspond to the different reporters. So if you look at page 4, you'll see on the left-hand side a single asterisk and an 866, a triple asterisk just below it, and the number 528. Those are both on the left-hand side of the page. Move over to the right-hand side of the page and you will see a double asterisk, 1105. And if you keep going onto page 5, you will see some more page numbers. At the top, on the left-hand side, you'll see a triple asterisk, 529. Going down a little bit on the left-hand side, you will see a single asterisk, 868. And on the right-hand side of page 5, you will see a double asterisk, 1106. So let's go back to page 4 now that you see these numbers, and let me show you how it works. Find the place where there is a double asterisk 1105. And right above it, you'll see a single asterisk 867. And when you look right below the language with the double asterisk 1105, you will see the first word there is flaw in the analysis. If you look at the single asterisk for page 867, you will see the first word is set in motion. So where you see the single asterisk and a page number, or the double asterisk, or a triple asterisk and a page number, the words that immediately follow it are the first words on that page. So the first words on page 867 are set in motion. The first words on double asterisk 1105, which is the Pacific Reporter, would be flaw in the analysis. That's because they're different books, they're printed in different styles, and the page numbering doesn't line up. But if you look down just below 1105, look at the quotation, "The decision thus departs from the long-established rule of McElroy requiring the property taken be physically attached to, or at least connected in some fashion to, the victim in order to establish the from the person element of grand theft person." Not the greatest or clearest sentence in the world, but let's assume we want to cite that idea in an objective memo or email or some writing we're doing. If we want to cite to that particular quotation that I just read, that's on page 867 in the Cal Reporter, and it's on page 1105 in the Pacific Reporter. So that's page 867 for the Cal 4th Reporter and 1105 for the Pacific Reporter. And if we were interested in the Cal Reporter 3rd, it would be on page 528, which is on the left-hand column with the triple asterisk. Remember, the one we're using is the single asterisk, Cal 4th. So that's page 867 to use that quote. Now, how do we know where these pages end? Well, page 528 starts with the triple asterisk 528. The first words are purse dropped. And it ends on page 5 at the very top where you see the triple asterisk, page 529. If you look more on page 5, you can see page 868 starts on the left-hand column, and where you can see where page 1106 starts on page 5. So it's not particularly difficult. You just have to be careful when trying to find the page numbers for the particular components you're using. And it's important to use these correct pages because a correct citation has both the first page, so the court can find where the case starts, and that pinpoint or jump site, which is the page that you're using. You'll get used to it, and this will become second nature, but the first time through, use some caution, go slowly, and make sure that you are using the correct page for the reporter that we're using in our citations. And that's it on learning how to navigate pages in a case opinion.